A case study presentation by Corinthia Lewis Lemon, Disney and Marvel Negotiation. Disney and Marvel's negotiation conflict. In 2009, the CEO, Bob Iger, flew to Marvel's office to speak with Ike Perlmutter. He wanted to let him know that he was in the market to buy Marvel. The conflict in this negotiation was that, yes, Disney wanted to acquire Marvel. However, Ike, the CEO of Marvel, didn't want to or wasn't looking to sell Marvel, despite the rumors that the company was in a financial bind. But after talking with each other, the negotiations began. Disney's position was they wanted to acquire Marvel's 5,000 to 7,000 superheroes. Disney also wanted Marvel's creative writing staff for its own. Marvel's position at first was Perlmutter didn't want to sell Marvel. He wasn't under any financial crisis, but if they decided to sell, they wanted a fair market price and stock options. The underlying interest for this is Disney wanted to increase their franchise for the boys and young adult males. Because they were already successful in the girls' demographic, they had Hannah Montana, the princesses that appeal to girls. If Disney could expand the boys' franchise, they would be considered a one-stop shop. The underlying interest of Marvel. Ike Perlmutter, Marvel's chief executive or chief CEO, wanted to continue to oversee the superheroes properties. He didn't want to retire. He was heard to have said that he wanted to get Marvel out of bankruptcy first, make it profitable, and then sell it. The other underlying interest was that the other workers, like Ronald and Carl, would receive $1.44 billion in cash in Disney stock. Marvel was able to maintain their creative concepts and creative freedom, while Disney can now increase their franchise for the boys by adding the Marvel heroes. They always had a problem trying to connect with male customers. They had many characters that the girls could identify with, but not many for boys. By gaining Marvel, now they can grow the interest of boys. The appreciation is both Disney CEOs and Marvel CEO had a mutual respect for each other. They expressed their appreciation of each other's brand. Perlmutter stated that he heard good things about Disney. The autonomy was that Ike Perlmutter had no interest to retire or sell Marvel, but decided to negotiate selling the company for a full fair price. He informed Bob that the company wasn't in any financial ruins, but was profitable, which meant that he didn't need to sell. This allowed him to take control of the negotiation and get the terms that he was asking for. The positive side of things was everything went well. The negotiation was both companies came in with a win-win attitude. Neither company wanted to manipulate the other, but wanted to mutually benefit from the deal. Disney figured out how to find the underlying interest of the CEO of Marvel. By doing this, it enabled Disney to talk him into selling Marvel while still giving him the ability to continue to work. The negative side was that Disney didn't consider that Marvel had existing contracts with different companies, like Universal Studio, who owns the distribution rights to Hulk and has a long-term theme park contract in Florida. Sony has the rights to Spider-Man. Some other rights are still owned by other companies like Sony, Hasbro, 20th Century Fox. Marvel fans were also not considered and they weren't happy about the merger. Not only was most of Marvel characters sold, some of the Marvel characters didn't fit the PG-13 criteria that Disney theme parks have. What parent or grandparent wants to see the Punisher walking around Disney theme park with Mickey Mouse or any other princesses? I know I wouldn't. Now, the agreement. This is an unparalleled opportunity for Marvel. Disney is the perfect home. Disney purchased Marvel for $4 billion. CEO Marvel Primari reaped $1.5 billion in cash and stock. Disney is now the owner of over 5,000 to 7,000 new characters that will appeal to a new demographic, which is the young males. Primari will still continue to oversee the superhero properties and work with Disney's global line directly to build and integrate Marvel's character. Marvel will have full access to Disney's distribution channels and parks. They will also maintain creative control over their characters and have the money to build and develop their business and their characters. Disney will be able to finally gain the male market that Marvel has already successfully acquired. They will honor all contracts, but Disney's goal is to bring all of Marvel's movies in-house.